everybody, this is Jason Ricci here, and this is going to be a lesson on playing straight ahead traditional blues in first position. So what that means is that you're going to be playing the key of the harmonica in the same key as the band. So if the band is in G, you'll play a G harmonica. If the band is in A, you'd play an A harmonica. That's why it's called first position. So a couple of things about this position right off the bat. I'm going to be teaching today from a traditional approach, so we're not going to be dealing with any overblows or really too much of the middle register of the harmonica. So we're going to be concentrating today on the bottom octave, holes 4 through 1, and then the top octave, holes 7 through 10. So here's like a little example of kind of some first position classic kind of sound or licks. Okay, so that's kind of how the bottom octave sounds a lot of times, and then the top, we hear a lot of this. So let's start with the hardest part, which is, in my opinion, the bottom octave. So we're going to be dealing with draw bends on the bottom octave. And I'm going to start you off with just a simple lick that can get you moving around the bottom end of the harmonica. So it's going to be 4 blow, 3 draw, 2 draw, 2 draw double bend, 2 blow, 1 blow. So some of the time I was tongue blocking that lick, just I was kind of going back and forth so you could hear the difference. That's all tongue blocked, okay, and then this way was. So you're going to get a different, more chordal sound if you tongue block it. So if you don't know what tongue blocking is, you can revisit some of my other videos or check out some other guys' videos. But basically I'm covering up 3 holes and then playing the 4 hole out of the corner of my mouth. I'm covering the first 3 with my tongue, and then the last one just voicing out of the corner of my mouth. And then I'm just sliding down the harp and blocking the remaining holes. And I'm bending too while tongue blocking. But you don't have to do that. You can lip purse it, but you're going to get a more traditional Sonny Boy kind of sound out of that. So some of the songs to listen to right away would be like Right to Trust My Baby by Sonny Boy Williamson. Unfortunately, I can't put that song on here without getting flagged by YouTube. So you'll just have to Google Trust My Baby, Sonny Boy Williamson. Also, Kim Wilson has a fabulous version off of his album Tiger Man, which is, steeped in the tradition of how Sonny Boy played it with maybe a little bit better audio recording. Anyway, or a little more modern, you could say. So the bottom part of the harmonica is just going to be, and you can hear one of the big things that I'm doing is coming underneath, scooping up out of these bends and kind of going back down by passing by the 2 draw half step bend. I'm actually getting a flat 5. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's okay. Just try to look at it as this. It's the same thing as the 4 draw, same note as the 4 draw bend if I was playing cross harp. So it's a big blues note. We we don't often use the 2-draw half-step bend, or at least we don't hold it much in cross harp. But in this position, we're definitely going to want to. Now, on the first lick, I didn't give you any bends on 3. I just had you come down. But you can feel free to bend the heck out of 3-draw on the way down or anywhere. Okay, so a lot of what I'm doing is scooping up underneath the bend. What do I mean by that? I'm grabbing the bend at a certain point and then unbending it a semitone or more. So this gives me more of a saxophone or guitar kind of sound where it sounds like I'm bending up. We're used to bending down. We're used to that sound on harmonica. What we're not used to hearing out of bends is this kind of scooping up. So this requires you to hit the bend first and then release it. So you got to get good enough at your bends that you can go directly to the bend that you want and then release it. So there's 3 bends on the 3-hole. You have the natural 3-hole sound, which works fine in first position, and then you have the half-step bend, which gives you the flat 7 of the position. And then you got the 3 double bend. So that kind of takes care of the bottom octave. So you can just start working around. That'll give you some good control over the bottom end. Moving on to the top end of the harmonica, we're going to do the same thing with the bend notes that we did on the bottom, where we're going to come underneath them and scoop up into them. So we'll start with a classic lick, you know, a good Jimmy Reed lick. If you're learning first position, you definitely want to try to check out some songs like Honest I Do and You Got Me Running, You Got Me Hiding, What Baby, What You Want Me to Do, the Jimmy Reed song. You know, what we hear with a lot of great first position players, you know, one of my favorites is Mitch Kashmir, is this like scooping sound where they're coming underneath the notes. So he's, you know, starting on like 9 blow bend. Even Stevie Wonder did this on Reggae Woman, I believe is the name of the tune, but he's coming underneath the note. So I'm starting on 9 blow bend and then releasing it. You can do like a jaw pitch vibrato like I'm doing by saying yeah, 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 yeah. Or you could just do a straight breath vibrato. More like Big Walter Horton. So, you know, this coming underneath the note is going to work great on your blow bends, which are going to be holes 8, 9, and 10. So hole 8 bends a half step. Again, I'm starting on 8 blow bend, releasing it, and then bending it again. Now, I don't have to. I could start on 8 blow and just go down. down to the 7 blow. And I could do the same on 9 and the same on 10. But I like the way it sounds when you kind of come underneath it first. So you can get a lot of cool sounds out of bending the blow notes up at the top. And, you know, hole 7 doesn't really bend. It bends a microtone, but not a half step. I mentioned Mitch Kashmar earlier. He uses a very wonderful pitch vibrato. Now, he's tongue blocking his blow bends. I'm not. I'm lip pursing these. And he just gets a tremendous tone out of it. Definitely check out Mitch if you want to be a better first position player. Just listening to him is going to help you quite a bit. So anyway, going back, let's take a look at a simple first position lick up top. So I'm going to play 9 blow bend to 9 blow to 9 blow bend again, then down to 8 blow and then 7 blow. Now I could bend the 8 blow on the way down and get a flat third in that top octave to go with it. It'd be the same thing as playing, you know, this lick in cross harp in the key of G. So that's showing you like how useful that top octave is. I mean, we do a lot of that stuff in cross harp. You can do the same stuff in the top octave. So another one, you know, you're going to kind of hear like get like a more of a major pentatonic sound or a country sound out of the 8 blow bend, getting this. And then, of course, there's the top. There's 2 blow bends on 10, and they're kind of hard to hit at first, and you'll get used to it though. I'm on a G harmonica, you know, so you know this is the lowest harmonica besides the low F, or that goes or the other low keys. So it's a little easier to get them, but there's a half step bend. And then one below that. So anyway, if you go all the way down, I'm using vibrato to disguise my pitch a little bit up there, but you can get those half step bends. This is the classic Magic Dick lick, which is 9 blow bend, 9 blow, 10 blow, 10 blow bend. Of course, this was done in second position. But anyway, you get the flat third up there, okay? Anyway, so yeah, in second position that is. Okay. Anyway, so just kind of try to come underneath your notes, slide them in, and then voice them. And then just for now, there's all kinds of cool stuff you can play in first position in the second octave. And there's some great players doing it. But for traditional purposes now, we're going to skip that and just kind of concentrate on the bottom and the top. Now, when we get to the 5 chord in this song, if we're in the key of G in first position, G is the 1, A would be the 2, B would be the 3, C is the 4, and D is the 5. Now, in the key of D, if I'm holding a G harp, any cross harp licks are going to work on that D chord because I'm using a G harp, which puts me in cross harp for just that 4 beats of that 5 chord. So I can switch and play regular cross harp over the 5 chord right there, and then go back to my first position like that. If you wanted to get really advanced, I could play first position on the 1 chord, 12th position on the 4th chord, and then second position on the 5 chord. But that's another lesson. So today we're just talking about playing traditional blues. Again, check out Sonny Boy Williamson, Jimmy Reed, Big Walter Horton, Little Walter, all of those guys, Junior Wells, James Cotton, all of those guys are great first position players. Modern guys, Mark Hummel, Kim Wilson, William Clark before he passed away, Paul DeLay, Mitch Kashmar, of course. I'm forgetting some people, some great players. Nick Clark is a young guy who's playing really great first position. Dennis Grunling, of course. I could keep going. There's a million guys out there that are killing it. Anyway, I hope this helped. Remember, just try to come underneath your notes. Blow bends on 8, 9, and 10. The 10 blow bend is going to be tricky to get them in there. Go ahead and just bend it all the way down for now. That 10 blow bend all the way down will give you that flat 7. All right, so that's super useful. Have fun. Most of this is going to come from listening to great first position players. All right, have fun, and I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.